Hey, I'm Cullen Mack. We're here at NAMM 2024. We're at the Bitwig Studio booth. I'm here with my friend Mea. Mea, tell us a little bit about your product and who your target audience here is.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Mea. I'm from Bitwig. We are based in Berlin. We are developing Bitwig Studio, which is a digital audio workstation that we are showing here. This is Bitwig Studio. So, yeah, one of the cool things with Bitwig Studio, just in terms of the general architecture, is that you can have like multiple projects open and you can go between the projects very easily. One cool thing is, for example, here I have like a lead vocal and maybe I want to try that in like a different project, so I can just go and drag and drop between projects. The audio engine is always just active in one project, so you don't have multiple things running at the same time. Then one of the things that is cool, if we're looking at this one, for example, is like we have two different philosophies how you can work with audio and note material. One is like the clip launcher that we call it, so it's like a non-linear environment where you can sketch your first ideas. You have like the scenes oriented vertically and then the tracks are horizontally. So what I like to do is like I'm creating my first ideas for a track here. Here it's already pre-made, but like you have an intro. So you create like different sections of your song, and then you can go ahead and like you either record it live into the arrangement or you can go and drag and drop into the arranger, and then you can go ahead and like just like hide the clip launcher and work in the arrangement where you then finish your project. One thing that is like cool here is like the interaction that you can do between the two. So what I could do now is like, I'm not sure how it's gonna sound, but like I play something here. Let's make it a bit lower. So I play something here and like maybe I have a hi-hat pattern that I wanna add additionally. I can just go back into my clip launcher, then open this, work on a pattern here, and then now it disappeared from the window. I can play just this loop clip and have the rest of the arrangement going alongside. And the advantage there is like a lot of times for people, the sort of like right side of the arranger becomes the region where like you have like all the material that you still want to work with, but like you don't want to see in the actual arrangement. And this way you have like a way to have like a much neater project. And so that's like one of the sort of like workflow features that is really cool.
Yeah, that's sweet. I noticed that it seems like it's very easy to use, and it's like you said, it looks like it's very easy to read and interact with. Who would you say your target audience is here? And
yeah, so one of the things that is I think very powerful with Bitwig is when I, for example, open one of our flagship synthesizers, Polymer, I think is like a very great example for that. It's like a synthesizer that on the surface looks very easy. Like you don't have like so many parameters in there, but like it's a semi-modular synthesizer, so you can change out, for example, all the oscillators, filters, and envelope shapes. Everything is pre-mapped, so it's like, yeah, just like very easy to change the sound and like stay in the creative space. And then one cool feature that Bitwig has, if you're not that familiar with the software, is like we have an interactive help view. So here, whoops, now I switched, for example. Here, like on this side of the window, I can say show help, and then this window pops up, and there you have like all the parameters of the synthesizer available with descriptions, but it's not like a PDF, it's the actual synthesizer, so you can change the parameters and you will hear what your change is doing to the sound. And that is like a very like nice way and easy way to explore like our stock plugins and learn a lot about them. And then what you can do from the more like simpler interfaces, you can expand in complexity and like change it and make your own sound design with it in a very like cool way.
Okay. Sweet, now, this is awesome. Now, is this available on all platforms?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's available on Windows, Mac OS, and also Linux. So we are also supporting Linux.
That's awesome. Do you guys also support other plugins as well as your own?
Yes, so we are supporting VST. We are not supporting audio units, but we are focusing on VST because that's like what is available on all 3 platforms that we are supporting. And then we also developed actually our own plugin standard that is called CLAP, that we developed together with our friends at UHI. That's why we are sharing the booth. And that's like a free plugin standard that we launched last year. So that's what we are also supporting.
That's great. Awesome. Thank you so much. What sets you guys apart? Why would I use Bitwig versus like another DAW? I know there's like the complexity, it's a lot less complex. It looks really simple, and there's like the easy user guides. Is there anything else that sets you guys apart?
Yes, we have a very powerful modulation system. So in this synthesizer, you see these like slots here on the side. If I click this plus button, I can choose from 43 different modulators that we have like a modulation source. Actually, I prefer curves. Let's go for curves. So this is like curves. It's like a multi-stage envelope generator as a modulator. And I can go in here, I can paint my own curves. I can also say like I want like to load a curve from the browser that we have where you can select different curve types. And then if I hit this button, everything in the synthesizer that you can modulate lights up blue. So you can assign this curves modulator, as you can see, to any source in the synthesizer. I can also say go poly, then it's like polyphonic modulation. And that is like something that like I am thinking that we might be the only ones who are doing that. So yeah, it's a great, powerful tool for sound design. And the modulation system, as you can say, you can also expand it as much as you want. I mean, you can add basically, a deep complexity to any of your plugins, because that also works with the VSTs. So the modulation system, I would say, is the really fun environment that I would recommend to use when I'm using Bitwig.
Sweet, thank you. What's the price point start at for you guys?
So Bitwig is available at in 3 different tiers. It's like $99 is the intro price, and then we have a mid-priced version for $199, and then the full version, like the big version, is $399 US.
That's a one-time purchase.
So the structure that we have is like you buy the Bitwig Studio license, you get all updates that we are creating within that year for free, like with the license that you purchased. And then after the year you can decide. So either you stay on the last recent update that we've done within the year, or you can extend the license with an upgrade plan for another 12 months. It's a perpetual license model, but then the upgrade plan gives you like all updates within the period of time of the 12 months then. Sorry, one more thing. We are also rent-to-own on Splice. So like if you want to do like a rent-to-own model, which can be good for people who don't want to chip out immediately $399, then you can also do it on Splice.
Sweet. Well, thank you so much for your time, Mea. We're at the Bitwig Studio, NAMM 2024. I'm Cullen Mack, signing off.